Hi guys, so today there's a couple things I want to share with you. They are reviews, items that were sent from Diamond Press free of charge for my review, and all opinions are my own, as I always say, and mean. What's cute about today is that I have one of the new items that they're going to be demoing on June 8th, the next craft day on HSN. These things are available right now, so if you want to go ahead and jump ahead and pick them up, you can definitely do that. Is the Nesting Sentiment border dies, so I will talk about that in just a minute. But I also have, which was very kind of Diamond Press to send, is the June 2020 auto ship for the Marquee. So if you picked up the Marquee in March, was it? April? It's been a minute now. The days just blend, so I just go with it. But you might have the option right now to get your June kit, and I think a few people have asked about it. So obviously, if you're on Autoship, you can choose to skip things. You can let it go. Obviously, it'll just come in if you don't do anything different. But it's a really, really nice set. And what happens with these Autoships going forward from this one here and then the rest that you get, they kind of you can swap them out and kind of interchange them. So I think that's really fun. So I'm probably going to use a part of this with this set here, just so that we can kind of have an idea of what's in both. But let me open this one up. And so this is, again, the Diamond Press Nesting Sentiment border dies that's available right now on HSN. And that's where you will find this one. Of course, Diamond Press has their own site, mydiamondpress.com, where you can find other fun kits and things. And they always have free shipping every day. And I do have an affiliate discount code in the description box for you guys to check out if you want to use that. And of course, being affiliate code, that means I do make a small commission, okay? So there's that. So check this out. I was really excited when I saw the samples of this. So basically, I don't open the packages. I like to be surprised. So I had no idea what this looked like, what was in here, until HSN posted the little pictures, and then the email blast that Diamond Press put out yesterday was really nice and had some imagery for it, some like demos cards. So that was really nice, sample cards. So we have our different frames here, and so this larger one will cut out a larger base, and also you can cut around these guys if you want to make it just into like a little delicate frame, or make it into a shaker card with this and things like that. So kind of that's what I was thinking about doing, but we will see. So let me pull one of these out so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. This whole thing is kind of together. So when you cut this one, you're going to cut this congrats into that paper. So pretty cool. So it's going to cut all this away, and then you're just going to have this very delicate thing. But I will show you a little more about that, obviously, as we use it here. But let me measure this real quick, because a lot of times people like measurements. And this is about 4.5-ish inches from like the cutting line. I'm trying to feel where the cutting lines are. And 3.25-ish wide. So very nice mat for a standard A2 size card. And then we have all these other little things that we can kind of mix and match and intermingle. So like this one's a little bit different. This one's more of a landscape mode, and it says sending what does it say? Birthday wishes, not sending, just says birthday wishes. And we have all these other fun little dies that can kind of go along with it. You can mix and match with other die sets. We have all these pretty flowers and like little sprigs. I love little sprigs, you guys. I've hooked on little sprigs. And then we have these other pieces that will cut into, let's say you cut this larger piece out here, and then you can put this in there, and it'll just cut out this sentiment from your paper and things like that. So we are definitely going to play with this and see what this is all about, because there's a lot of mix and match in here. And the larger die here is about 4 3/4 by maybe 3.5. 4 3/4 by 3.5. Again, lots of things that we can insert here, and so I'll show you the idea sheet, which is always really nice that they include. So kind of gives you an idea of what you can do. So here we have the frames that already have like hello built in or congrats. So obviously they're showing if you use the outer larger die plus that inner one, you get this nice little thin congrats with the thank you. You can place it wherever you like, but they placed in the top third here. So you have the thank you. We have birthday wishes that you can lock in there. And again, just put them wherever you like is kind of what they're showing here. And then all the different supportive dies that are really cute. So we will definitely use this in just a minute. And let me open up the Marquee auto ship. I've been really looking forward to this one, because it's not like anything that came in the kit the first time. the original bundle. The Marquee is available now on HSN again. It's not the larger bundle, it's more of the basic machinery, the machine and folder and things like that, so you might want to check that out if you have not picked up a Marquee yet. And let's check this out. So hopefully you guys are already getting yours in the mail here. So again, we have this outer die that's really pretty, and they're showing you can use it in different portrait or landscape. You have the with love that can nestle in there, or thinking of you, and this is the part that can nestle with some other ones, the next one, the next one, the next one. All the different Autoships have other pieces that you can kind of mix and match, and they will also have a frame, so you can mix and match with what we have here. This is really cute. So I was kind of looking at this. I saw that there was a little bird, but there's also pieces of the bird. I think I'm going to do something different today, but I will definitely try it out in a different video as far as paper piecing him, because it's really sweet. It has all these different pieces, so you can make the bird paper pieced, or you can use the stamp, I believe, and dye, I think. So I hope that's the case. We have the cute little sprig, and then plus the little flowers, and then, you know, so you can kind of put him on there. Adorable. We have the thinking of you and smile, you know, just different sentiments, because it comes with your embossing folders. So this one has a really pretty frame. This is the one they showed kind of like in the inspiration sheet there. Really cute. We have a cutting folder they always come with. And let me show you these. Oh, I'm just going to turn this over so you can see these a little bit better. So we have our stamps that are really nice size sentiments. Hopefully you can see that. And there's that little bird. So what I was going to do is, of course, watercolor him, right? And so that's kind of what I want to do today, and then put him on top of our base cut-ins over here. And look at the little, it's like a little dove, just really sweet sentiments here. And the flowers. And then I was going to say, it does come with your folder that will go into your smaller binder, your smaller diamond press binder. And then these, looks like, yeah, they came mounted on a magnetic sheet, which they've been doing since the Marquee launch. So that was really nice. I love those. Again, here's the frame, the bird, and all those different dies, and then the cut-ins that will coordinate back and forth with the next shipments. So let me grab some paper, let me get some things together, and let's get going. Okay, guys, so let's get started with just trying out some of the mix and match capabilities of the sentiment set. And again, you can always just look at this or just do whatever you like. So what I'm going to do is show you how, if you were just to cut it, let's say you had a piece of paper that you want to keep. So let's get this guy here. And I just cut a bunch of Centura Pearl. This is Craft's Companion Centura Pearl paper. So it's kind of thick paper, but of course this will work with any papers. So I'll take this pink one. And let's just cut out this one that says hello. So this piece of paper is probably just over 5 inches. Yeah, it's like 5 1/4 by 4, I believe. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a folder. And whenever I cut a fuller size thing like this, a little bit larger, I do like to use a folder that is not too warped. You can still use your folders that look like this. Very well loved for smaller items. Even for this one, because this whole area is going to be cut away, so it's not really going to crinkle that paper at all. But I'm just going to go ahead and use this one here. It's a little bit newer. Just going to cut that away. Look at that. I always say, look at that, like you guys aren't watching, right? Look at that. So pretty. So again, you know, if this is a paper that you wanted to keep this size and then you're ready to go, you can just use it however you would like. But I'm going to show you one other thing with the larger frame. This larger die that's just kind of on its own here. We can just trim around it and make it a very thin frame. But what I also like about this is that I think, in my opinion, this will help you make a shaker. So again, cutting edge down. And I'm going to put a little piece of tape on this one just to make it a little more accurate. So I'm going to take some tape. And I'm just eyeballing this, obviously, just kind of looking over where it might need to go. I think right there is pretty good. And let's just tape that down a little bit. And I'm just going to run that through. So you could have left the frame the way you have it, make this beautiful, very thin frame here. And I'll show you how to use the other drop-ins. They're a little bit different. So we have that. We have our frame. And now look at this. So pretty and delicate. My goodness. Look at that. So pretty. So I'm gonna put that to the side for now because I am gonna use that for our project, I believe. And let me get another piece of paper here. Let's just take like this blue piece. Actually, I'm gonna put this to the side for just a second. Again, same size, it's just just over 5 inches. So I'm gonna take this big guy, and now we have these other pieces that we can drop in. So we have like thank you, love you, thinking of you, all these, and some are wider, some are a little thinner. You know, the different things. This one's a little bit hard for me to read and see what's on there, but there we are. So let's try thinking of you. Now, for me, I would cut this at the same time, but, you know, do whatever you like. Let me show you real quick the ideas here. So they're showing, obviously, that's kind of what we did, right? The inner, and then we did the outer too. I feel like this lighting's kind of funny. Sorry, guys. And so this is here basically just dropping it in. I'm going to run it at the same time, but if you want to be more careful and let's say you want to run the outer frame first and then go ahead and put this and then run it, that's up to you. Let's put it like right here. And for sure we are going to tape this. We don't want it to move at all. So whenever you decide to run 2 dies at the same time, they're kind of very close to overlapping, you definitely want to tape them. Okay, so I put quite a bit of tape there. And here we go. It had a little more resistance, so we do have 2 different dies on here, so it's gonna cut. It's just gave me a little bit more. I'm gonna take this off very carefully. Today was my kids' last day of online learning. They're gonna turn in Chromebooks next week, so we're excited about that, but oh, this summer slide better not be too bad. I hope not. We're gonna keep working through the summer because we have to. All right. Oh, that is so delicate. My goodness. I was like, oh, does the U come off? No, it's just stuck to this area and it's very, very delicate. So a lot of times whenever you have something like this, it's not because it's stuck or it's not because it didn't cut through. It's just that there's a lot of curly cues. So you just want to carefully get this away from that. So I do it very delicately, as you can see. And then we're going to pop out these other little pieces here. My goodness, this is so delicate. And again, you can make this one a shaker too, because it has that nice aperture, and you would have it on top of your acetate, you know. Let's try one more. I'll bring some more pink paper here. And we'll just use that. And let's bring over one of the thinner ones, like this little guy. That says, just for you. I was just thinking, you know, I always like to do something different. What I was thinking about is doing it sideways. Why not? Let's try this out. We'll see what happens. So it's not anywhere near those edges, but it's just something that's going to be here. Hopefully that's not too crooked there. See what happens. Trying to hold both of those down. Okay. I was just looking at the example sheet and I'm like, I don't see anything like this on the example, but you know, see what happens, see what it looks like, right? Again, we like to just play and, you know, even those hearts, the little hearts that are in here, you can totally use those as cut-ins too, just like this is cutting in. You can take those little hearts and pop them in there and have some little heart apertures here and there. Very cute. So again, to carefully remove that. And carefully remove this other side here. Let me get this tape off of here very carefully. I'll bring it back. I don't know if you want to see me pick and tape the whole time, but I almost have it. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that is so delicate and tiny. Look at that. Will you look at that? Just for you, right there. So cute. And then, you know, I would put like little flowers and of course the kit comes with all those kinds of things that you can just, you know, adorn with. Just Really cute. And this one's much wider. And then we have the sideways with the birthday wishes. Really cute stuff. So let me grab some acetate, some card base, and the stamps from the June kit, and let's put together a nice little card. Okay, so let's build up our cards. So what I have here is a piece of craft card. Oop. And it's just your standard A2 size card. So it's 8.5 by 5.5, and we are going to score it at 4 1/4. So that's gonna be my card base. And then I have some paper from that Old Country Road stack from Hobby Lobby, I believe is where I got that. Paper Studio, I'm assuming that's their brand, I don't know. I always just assume that, but. So I'm gonna put this on here, and just to cut it down, you know, I like that little butterfly, maybe I'm gonna keep it more over this way. And so I'm using that larger die just to cut this out, and I'm gonna stick it down over here so I don't have to tear into my paper if it happens to stick. And just go ahead and cut that. I do have a piece of acetate. Now, you know from the shaker kits, if we had a piece of metal, a metal shim, you can definitely cut your acetate here. Now, if you want to be, you know, a little ingenious and kind of put a couple of metal shims and cut your acetate with the same die, you can definitely do that. I'm just going to cut it down because this is a very simple shape, so I don't feel like I need to run it through the die cutter or to cut down this acetate piece, right? So I'm gonna cut it down after I'm done framing it up, but we do have that here. So I have a little piece of acetate that's roughly 3.5 by 4 3/4 because this die is about that shape. I'm gonna start building up my card. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this down just with some tape. Tape runner here. And you don't have to do a background for your shaker cards. I just like to put something down. So I'm gonna put this here. Trying to line it up nicely. There we go. And then this little guy, we're gonna pop him up on here, and I'm gonna give him a little time to dry. So after it dries, then I'll trim down the acetate. But as you can see, I measured it basically side to side. The only thing we have to cut down is that little corner that's sharp where this is rounded. Basically, that's it. So I'm gonna take some tacky glue that I like to put in this precision bottle, but you can run this through your little sticker maker machines. So I'm gonna put glue all over this. And then I'm just going to put the acetate behind it and give it some time to dry. And maybe while that's drying, we'll work on our little bird. That's what we should do. All right. Again, I'm just kind of, it's so hard to see. That looks good. There. I just stood it up and kind of leaned this at the very bottom against it, and I think that worked out really well. So let me put this to the side. Let me grab our little bird and some paper, and we'll do that, and then we'll put it all together. Okay, so I have some stamping card here, and this is just Crafters Companion, really thick stamping card. So what I realized, unfortunately, is that the bird die does not cut the stamp. That you're kind of facing opposite ways, so it's not gonna do it, and I'll show you what I mean. So this little guy, so we're supposed to build him up with paper, and he's really cute. So again, I'll do that in a different video. For this one, I just wanted to do a little bird stamp. So as you can see, he's not facing the right way. So see how his head's facing the same direction, but his tail's facing a different direction. Even if you were to flip it or do other, it's not gonna do it, okay? Because again, he's facing forward and he's facing back with his head. So I am going to cut it out probably with an oval die or something, but for right now I'm just going to bring him off of our carrier and ink him up with some VersaFine ink, which is normally my favorite, but I don't know, recently it's been kind of acting funny for me. But let's get this VersaFine in Onyx Black. If you want a more sweet kind of coloring, you can use like a brown. And it doesn't really matter because I'm going to cut him out anyway. So let's just, I might even fussy cut him. I'm not sure what I want to do. But I'm going to stamp that down. So cute. And I'm going to give him a little rest before we color him in. So I happen to have a water brush here because I put it here. Like, I happen to have this. And then I'm going to use my Diamond Press markers. So I do have like a peachy color, maybe this purpley brown. I don't know what I want to do here. I wasn't planning until I look at the colors. And then maybe some blue. I don't know. We will see. Okay. I'll just start making him blue. Why not? We'll see. I'm just going to put my color down on this craft mat here, or stamping mat, should I say, and I'm just going to start coloring him in. So I always go darker with my colors wherever I think, you know, the item starts or where there should be a shadow. And I'll do a little more blue in here again and just kind of bring it out. And I like to leave a little bit of white, so I'll leave that there. Let me see what kind of blue this is. That was more turquoisey, but what I'll do is I'll bring some of that in too, and just kind of I'm gonna follow those lines there. Hope I'm not too out of the thing here. Here we go, and I'm just gonna do more blue. I'm like, what color should this little guy be? We'll put more blue in here. Take some of that off. Blend it out. Leaving a little bit of that white. And his tummy. And maybe his little head should have a little bit of this brown. Let me see if this is brown or like purple. Oh, that's good. Again, I don't know, I'm just kind of adding color. No real rhyme or reason what I'm doing here. Just kind of flesh that out. Put a little more under his little eye here. And then we need a little yellow beak. Maybe a little of that peachy orange. So I'm just going to color this in. Put a little of this yellow in his little tummy here. And maybe a little more of this turquoisey color. So I'm just going to let this dry, and I will be right back, and we'll decide how we want to cut him out. Try to wipe off some of that color. So cute. Alright, I'm going to let him dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, and before I move on with him, I think I'm just going to ground him on a little something. There's this cute little like branch, I would think, kind of thing. And I'm just going to pop that under him. And you can definitely make a mask if you want to take the time to do that. I'm just trying to see how I want this to work. I think I want it to go this way. And then that little part of his tail should be on top of that. So again, make a mask, don't make a mask. I think what I'm going to do is just try to cover it with a little something. So I just grabbed a piece of paper, and I think that'll be good enough. This one of these little pieces here, just to kind of cover his little tail. So that'll mask. Look at it, almost perfect. And I have this sepia archival ink. And I'm going to try to look through this as well as I can to see where his little feet are. Try to get him on this branch. That's a little something. Alright. Aw. Okay. And so let's go ahead and cut him out. I have my dies here from our nesting dies. So I'm just going to pick one out that works. The diamond press nesting dies here. And let me see if this size... Probably needs to be that guy. I think this one's too small. Okay, so I'm going to cut him out. Run him through the machine, and I'll be right back. Okay. Popped out, super cute. Okay, I might do a little more on that because sometimes I like to add a little background, a little blue or something here. But if I do that, it'll be marker and the water brush and just kind of around the edges. All right, so let's bring this guy back. And again, I just want to trim off these little edges here. And it's very small. Like on this one, it's like the smallest amount of acrylic there sticking out. So I'm just trying to get this. And I'll do that with all of it. And then I'm going to take my foam tape. Now this foam tape is obviously thicker than this little thin edge we have to go around. So you can do a couple things. You can put it around the very edge and then trim away what you don't want, which is probably what I'll do. Or you can cut this before you apply it, which is kind of not the most fun thing to do. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to cut the piece off. And then I'm going to use my non-stick scissors. Here they are. To trim off the rest of this from the front. Okay, so I'm gonna go around all the edges and do that, and I will be right back. I do want to say real quick while I'm working on this, it just so happens what you cut off the edge there will fit on this other side. Now, of course, that's this tape, but if you have other foam tape, it might do the same little thing for you. So I'm just gonna put that on this side, and all I have to do is one other side, cut it off, and then put that excess here. I'll be right back. Okay, so I know that was a long journey, but here we are. Lots of different things going on. I think this is really fun. And again, just take the back off of this foam, and what I'm gonna do is just put down some kind of larger sequin type glitters. I was debating going ahead and just popping out some of my new kits that I just picked up from Diamond Press that have all the little cute like confetti shaker dies, but I think we've done quite a bit already, so I'm just gonna go for quick from a little bag, and we'll finish up our card here. Sorry, I mentioned to you guys I have a love-hate relationship with foam tape and foam dots and things that have backings because it takes forever to get them off. Okay, now where's my sequins? Here they are. This is just a little bag of Crafter's Companion mixed sequin pack, and I'm just going to put this down, quite a bit of it, because why not? It's a nice big card surface that we have to cover up here. And I'm going to try to do this carefully. This is wanting to come up on me, so I'm going to put that there. There we go. And just kind of lay that out. And make sure your hello is facing the right way. And we're just going to place this over this. And hopefully I have it lined up pretty good. I can't really tell. Oh my goodness. So cute. And there's a lot of sequins in there. And I'm going to place this little guy here somewhere. Maybe out over here. So let me color this in a little bit just to make him not sit out so starkly with all that white. And I'll be right back. So all I did was take some water and the blue marker again and just add a little something behind him. Okay, we can distress it. Alright. And now I'm just going to use some regular glue. This is just all-purpose glue to glue it down. So hopefully you guys liked the tutorial. There was a lot of different techniques here. I wanted to show you the different stuff that this card can, card kit can do. I think I would stick that there. I'm gonna have to leave some weight on it just to hold it down for a little while. But how cute. And then even maybe do the little scalloped edge die around it. That'd be really sweet. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending those items for my review. And again, really pretty. Really great set. They're very versatile. There's a lot of different sentiments and then a bunch of, you know, cute little dyes and everything that can kind of mix and match here. I'm thinking, ooh, even putting, I'm telling you, there's so much. I was like, ooh, maybe I should cut out some of these little foliage and put him here and there. But I think the card's got a lot going on already. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all at the next one. The links will be in the description box, and I hope you're all doing well. Bye now.